Hi everyone, my name is Reginald if you don't already know, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Clever with Cash. On my channel, I talk about personal finance, budgeting, and also my debt-free journey. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Today I'm going to be talking about ways that you can save money as a pet owner. Now today's video is geared towards mostly cat and dog owners. However, you can use many of these tips if you have reptiles, furry animals, or birds. Personally, I have a dog named Goliath. Come here, Goliath. Say hi to the camera. So you may have heard of some of the tips today. According to the American Pet Products Association, Americans spent over $130 billion along their pets. So the tips that I'm telling you today are going to help you out with saving money since we spend so much money on our four-legged friends. So the first tip that I'm going to share with you is Chewy.com. Many of you have heard of this website and you may or may not have used it. So the way I typically buy my dog food and dog treats are from PetSmart, and I absolutely love PetSmart. I used to work there when I was in college, and I just like the whole vibe of PetSmart, and it's just cool to go and look at the fish. However, one of my friends from grad school told me about Chewy and was like, I should probably go to Chewy whenever I posted how much I spend on my pet every month. And I compared the prices and Chewy was much more affordable. Now this is very important because not only is it affordable, they also ship for free whenever you spend $49 or more. And personally, every month on my dog, I spend $80 to $100. And this is just on food, and treats, grooming, oral care, anything like that. I even got a coupon in the mail. I applied it to my very first order. And for the next tip, if you're anything like me, when you go on vacation, you don't like to ask others to watch your pet. It's very frustrating to ask multiple people to watch your animal and then get no. I prefer to use dog boarding. And traditional dog boarding costs a lot of money. So I go with this website, Rover. I've been using Rover for 3 years now and it has not failed me. Well, sometimes it has. But once you find the right sitter, you have a great relationship. So I personally have one sitter that I've been using for the past 2 years, and I found him at the very last minute because another sitter on Rover canceled on me. But ever since then, I've been using him for Goliath, and he absolutely loves Goliath, and Goliath loves going over there. I don't have to worry about packing up Goliath's crate to go there. I just pick up Goliath, I pack him up and drop him off at the sitter's house. But for my next trip, I'm actually going out of town and I'm gonna have the sitter come pick up Goliath and drop him off as well. So they do offer that service as well. And this service for me is an additional $35. And typically I spend about $25 a day on Rover whenever I go out of town, and that's not including like tips and taxes. But I absolutely think it's an affordable option and it's very convenient because you can communicate directly with the sitter as opposed to dealing with a large company. Now this tip, I know many of you may dread to go to the vet because you may have this huge bill that you're not expecting. But no fear, this tip will help you out. Going to the low-cost vet. I've personally been going to a low-cost vet since I got Goliath. I got Goliath whenever I was in graduate school. I wasn't quite able to afford a typical vet. So in order to get him neutered, I took him to a vet called EmancePet. And it's a nonprofit organization that helps with affordable options for pet owners. And there you're able to get mostly everything that you get for your dog's checkup. They do microchipping, spay neutering, heartworm testing, flea and tick and heartworm medication. Oh, and of course vaccination. I definitely recommend this option, especially when you get your animal spay or neutered. I will say there's a caveat to doing this option, which is kind of like why I'm leaning away from this option, is you do have to wait a very long time. I know the one here in Houston, you can go and check in and then you can leave and come back. They'll notify you whenever it's your time to see the vet. So that's definitely an option for you. Next tip may be daunting to some of you, but I'm gonna say it: groom your dog yourself. Now, I'm kinda at an advantage because my dog has short hair, so the only grooming that Alexa, stop. I'm kind of at an advantage because I could just brush my dog's hair, and the only grooming that I really have to do besides brushing him is washing his hair. I don't have to cut his hair or anything like that. Usually his nails take care of themselves because whenever we go outside on a walk, we walk on the sidewalk for the most part, and his nails trim themselves. So it's called concrete nails, and we love concrete nails. But definitely say groom your dog yourself if you're looking to save money, especially if you're in your debt-free journey. That expense may be a little bit too much. I used to personally brush Goliath's teeth every week, once a week, because you should. However, I've gotten very very lazy with this, so I tend to just fill his water with a dog freshening mint and usually give him bones and rawhide, and that tends to help with their oral care. Now, this is probably not the best practice, so eventually we will have to go to the vet to get rid of the tartar and plaque. Reusable toys. But you can see this gets lots and lots of use. You can fill the Kong. I really like it because you can fill it up with cheese, you can fill it up with peanut butter, even bananas. I don't tend to buy the Kong refills that stores typically sell because they're very expensive, and I don't think it's worth it. So if you want the cheese refill, you know the cheese that you put on crackers, you can fill it up with that. And to make the treat last even longer, you can even put it in the freezer. So I especially like to do this with peanut butter. So I just get plain peanut butter and of course a plastic spoon for him, and he has his own peanut butter. So make sure to label your dog's peanut butter. So if you freeze this, it will last even longer. And if your dog is a big chewer like mine, he's half golden retriever, so he definitely is high energy and loves to chew. This is very helpful. And I would say also, if you have like an old banana, peel the old banana and stuff it in here, and that'll be a great treat. And then of course, frozen treats. You can fill up a Ziploc bag full of water and put some treats in there, and you can freeze it and then you can place it outside. Now that's a great way for your dog to have a cool treat during the day. I haven't really been practicing this as much, but I definitely will after making this video start doing that again. It's great for those hot days, and if you want your dog outside with you. I know Goliath likes to keep me with companionship while I'm outside gardening or doing yard work. He just likes to be right there because he's very much a Velcro dog. So I think this is good. I'm not gonna fill it all the way. All right, here Goliath. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Sit. Shake. Ow. Shake. Okay. All right. Yeah, and it's very much, those are just some tips that you can use to save as a pet owner. If you have any other tips that you would like to add, please make sure to put them in the comment section. Also, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for more tips to save money, but also budgeting, debt snowball, anything dealing with personal finance. And thank you again for tuning in to Clever with Cash.